everyone. Today we will try to understand how possible to create a different type of the package, and I will start to explain the first type of the package. It's a glue bottom package. So we will try to understand the structure, the way how possible to build, and also what kind of technological layers usually the designers need to follow to provide a good quality in the end. So first of all, we will try to choose the size which is exactly uh, followed by the A3 size. In this case, we will choose create new because the package usually created for the printing industry. So we will go to tab print and then choose template A3. Better to choose landscape orientation. Also, in the end, because we will need some bleeds for prepress technology or prepress process, we will finally set up these bleeds, for example, 5 millimeters, and click create. Now we have an artboard which we will use to build our package. We will try to understand the package which have 4 sides, so it means that we will start our building the structure from the side view of the package. And let's, for example, decided that we have a package which is have the size in base 5 to 10 and the height also 10 centimeters. In this case, I will choose tool, which is rectangle tool, and then create the first side view of the package. I will click on my artboards and I can see the window where I could put my data. So we decided that we will have width 50 millimeters and height 100 millimeters. So it's better to always build your package with transparent fill and stroke as minimum as possible. So I still select my rectangles, choose transparent fill, black stroke, and 0.5 points for stroke. Then I need to create the second one, rectangle, and I click one more time on my artboard. And now my width, it will be 100 millimeters. Then I will move this rectangle just to intersect with my previous rectangle. Now I can select 2 rectangles and move it one more time to the side. And now I have my my sides for the package. Also, what I need to provide the glue valve for make it packaged or for folded package together. So in this case, it depends of the package and it depends on the object which we will keep on that package. The glue valve could be from the 10 millimeters, about that size of the package, till the half a length or half a width of the side view of the package. So because we have a side view about 50 millimeters, so I will choose my glue valve around 10 millimeters by width. So again, click once on my artboard, 10 millimeters for width. I have this rectangle. To make easy to fold, I need to make some reductions of the output angles. In this case, I will choose direct selection tool, select my first angle, and then I will go to the preferences. It's possible to do it by directly using the Control K in PC or Command K in Mac. And now I will put here some reduction. So probably I will use for my size about 3 millimeters to reduce this angle, and then click arrows on my keyboard to make this angle like a trapezium, and click one more time by the top arrow to provide this trapezium for my glue valve of the package. Now I would like to create the package which is used the glue bottom um, the glue it bottom, and also on the top I will create the cap with lock for this package. In this case, I will show you in one of my package two the most common types of the package. It of course could be glue it bottom from the top and from the bottom, and also it could be cap with lock on the top and on the bottom, or it could be like combination of these types. And also the second package which we will also to do, it's a package which is half the half automatic bottom and also automatic bottom. So now I will start creating my glue it bottom. In this case, first of all, I will start from the side view bottom valvers. Usually they mostly connect to each other, but not to lay one on another one. So for that, I will choose the size which is about half of my front view of the package or back view of the package. So again, click once on my artboards, and now I have width about 50 millimeters and height about the half of my front width of the package, or a less. It depends how you would like to fold this package. Let's make a bit less, like a 45 millimeters. Click OK. Now I could connect this side view bottom valve with my one side view, and now I need again to make some reduction of my output angles, because this has helped me to provide a good folding of the package. Again, I already have my settings in preferences, so I just could use the arrows from to right and to left, just make this trapezoid. One more thing, I need to copy this element. For copying, I will use the combination of left button mouse and holding Alt. This is giving me ability to make interactive copy of my object. Next one, I will create the valve which is have also the glue area. For that, I will again use rectangle tool, and now my width will be 100, and again height will be 45, because if I will create it 50 millimeters, it will directly connect to my front side of the package, which is not good, because this is provide some complicates to fold the package. So in this case, I again make some small reduction of the height of my package. Now I will connect that package exactly to the back. Why? Because when we'll try to fold, usually for the consumer, it's better to not have any edges of the folding lines of the package. So in this case, it's better to connect exactly to the back side, because then I will provide my last valve, my front bottom valve, which is exactly could be laying on top of the glue area of the valve. So in this case, of course, the folding will be amazing about the consumer view. So in this case, I have some valve. Just to make easy way to fold it, I will use this kind of technology. I first of all create some points. Sorry, I need to choose another tool. It's a will be plus pen tool, and create two points on my, or two dots on my edges. Now I will choose direct selection tool and move my first join into the corner, and then keep selected. I will using my arrows just to make angle exactly 45 degrees. The same I will do it for another joints, and now I will also use the side arrows just to make this kind of shape of the valve, and then I need to move it, copied this element into my front view, but the front view should be covered all the bottom. In this case, I will select my output corners and then make 5 millimeters more. For that, I'm again go to the preferences, set the step of my arrows 5 millimeters, and then click once to down arrow down. I will create exactly the size which I need. So now I created my glue bottom of the package. And on the top, I would like to create the package which is have cup with locker. So for that, I will go to, first of all, we'll start from the side top valvers. For that, I will use again the same size of my rectangle. So it will be again 50 millimeters to 45. And now I will move it into the side just to connect to my package. To make a locker, I will use again plus pen tool. From left side, I will create it one join, and from the right side, we'll create two joins. Now, just to make the same things for my like I do it for the glued bottom, I will move this element into the corner and then click get the same size, about 3 millimeters, or it's better in this case to create it 1 millimeters of my cursor step. And now I will choose 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Make the same 45 degrees, and here 1, 2, 3, just to make a good visuality to fold it my package when I would like to close the cap. Now I will work with that two joints. For this case, I will first of all select my first joint, which is close to the angle, and move it in that angle. And now I will move it once into the side, and then it depends what kind of die line of the key for the locker you will use. And for example, we decided to make a key on our cap about 10 millimeters. For the locker, I will need to use a smaller size just to make ability to the key just go inside of the locker. So for that point, I will make it 9 millimeters. So I will use my arrows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just to make exactly the size of my locker. Then I will move the second joint exactly on my first joint, and then move to the left side one more time. Now I have a locker, and then I will move 3 times to the left side just to make my view of the side top valve like on my screen. Now I need to move it or copy it to connect to my next side, and then to use the reflection tool just to click, and then use the transform, reflect, and reflect according to the vertical line. Just you have to be sure that when your cap will go by the keys of the cover, you have to exactly the lockers should look at on that cap how it will close in the future. So now they look each other and connected to the front side of the package. Now we are ready to make a cap. For the cap, I will first of all create a rectangle which is 100 millimeters into 50 millimeters. It will exactly the cover of my package, and then I need to create some extra value which is go inside of the package with key for the locker. For that, it usually also have about 10 millimeters or maybe more. It depends of your structure of the package. Let's make a 10 again. So width will be 100 and the height will be 10. So now I have this value inside value for my package. And one more thing, usually we select our put angles and make some roundness of these angles. I usually use it exactly to the maximum of roundness of these angles. So now I have the structure of my package, and I'm ready to make my technological layers of the package. Or it's better to make another structure, and next video I will show you how we will use the technological layers for the package. For next package, I'm again created the new document. For that, I will go to the tab print, choose again A3 format, and again I will choose landscape orientation. Again, let's choose 5 millimeters bleed, and then create. Now I will select my side surface of the package, copy it, and just move it into my new file. Because I don't need to create it any more time, I will use the same size just to show you the second or the two other types of the packages, which we could use for your packaging design. So first of all, we'll create the half automatic bottom. For that, first of all, I will use some extra I will use a base of my package, and I know that my base of the package is 100 millimeters into the 50 millimeters when I will fold it my package. And now I will start doing my part of the half automatic bottom. So first of all, I will draw the rectangles which is split my first rectangle in two parts. So the first one and the second one. The software usually helps me to find the middle of the center of my first rectangle, and this is give me ability works in very easy way to split. And next one, what I would like to draw, it's a quarter of my first rectangle, and now I need to move this quarter of rectangle exactly in the middle, in the top of my or in my top second part of the first rectangle. So it's looks like a T. And now I will select my second rectangle, the small one, and choose the direct selection tool to move it my bottom corner exactly to make like a Y in English alphabet. And then I could select two that rectangles, use for example shape builder tool, and split them, combine them together or unit them together. Now I will choose rectangle tool and created two more rectangles, which is exactly connect to our connected exactly to our Y structure or shape of the package. Now I can move this Y to the side. I don't need any more of them. Now I have this kind of shape. So I will again choose my elements, use shape builder tool to unit them. And now I need to create a side view lockers. For that, I will choose the pen tool and go from the left bottom corner. Just go directly to our inside corner. Then I will hold shift to make exactly 45 degrees of my line. Then I still keep my shift hold or pushed just to make exactly vertical line, then horizontal line, and close my shape. Now I have the side view bottom blocker, and I need to copy them to make reflection just to see how it will work or how it will fold it in my package. So now I have this kind of structure. Of course, it's better to make some reduction because you may see here it will be exactly when I will try fold it, so this is not good. So I could move it about 1 millimeters to make some small reduction of my elements like that. So this is better to do it. It will help me to fold it in easy way. And now my parts of the half automatic bottom ready. So for that I need just to split them into the parts. So I will move it one more time. I will move it here. Then I will choose this one, and it should look at my lockers exactly to my like a P shape. Then I will choose my shape like a shape P to move it in my back side of view. And then I need to move it my side view with lockers, which looks exactly into the direction of the P, because otherwise it will be difficult to fold it. Sometimes when we create this package, usually the designers could use some small roundness of the angles. It will help just to make it easy. this one. I will just choose all my output angles and then just make it small roundness of the element. This is give me ability to fold this package in very easy way. So this is we will make the package which is half automatic bottom structure, and now we will create the structure about the automatic bottom. Usually the designers start building this automatic bottom from the top and then just rotate the element or copy it and reflect into the bottom side. So for make these elements start, we will start first of all just to create the rectangle which is exactly half of our side view of the package. It doesn't matter what kind of height you will use. You just need to choose exactly half of side of the package. You could calculate or you could make it in another way, because my head is exactly like my front width of the package. So in this case, my rectangle have the same width when I rotate in 190 degrees. Now I will create the square, which is exactly by the height of my rectangle, and move it in the top, like that. And then I will create it some quarter of my rectangle, like that, and move it in the top. Just make a small space between that element. This space needs to create one more rectangle, which is we will use like a reduction to make easy way to fold our package. And now I have this kind of structure, and I will start making some changes here. First of all, I will choose pen with minus and delete this angle just to create a triangle. And also I will draw the line which is start exactly from that place, and then use Hold Shift to create exactly 45 angles of my line. And now I will choose Direct Selection tool to move this output angle exactly on my intersection of with the line. So now the line, we don't need any this line. I will just move it back or any side. And then I will create the line which is exactly start from that horizontal line and continue into the left side just to cross that triangle. And then I could choose this or I could select all these elements in the same time and choose Shape Builder tool to split all that parts in one element. And then I hold Alt to remove everything what I don't need it from my package, like that. So now I can see the structure of my first element. Of course, this is not exactly how it works. I could sometimes also we could have some small elements which is help us to make it a nice shape of the package. First of all, I will create this line and move it this and use this line, just make some small correction here. For that, I will choose plus pen tool and create two joints exactly here. And one more thing, maybe these joints I don't need anymore, just to remove it there. And also if you have any joints here, you also could remove it. Somewhere here, maybe, but I can see of them. Okay, that's good. So now these two joints help me to provide a good shape of my elements. Usually it should be like a, one uh, 90 degrees. So again, could move it in my corner, my joints, and then move it 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I will get exactly the size of my elements. And this is I also will move it in my second joints and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So now I have exactly 90 degrees of my elements, and here this is I will move it to the right side exactly to the 3 millimeters just to make these options like on my package. This is line we don't need anymore because this has helped me just to create exactly the same shape of what I need. And also maybe it's better just to create another line which is will go through that, from that angle exactly 45 degrees, and again create some joins, two joins, just to make the same way for our right part. And now I will move it in the angle 1 2 3 1 2 3, and this is also I will go to the second joint 1 2 3 1 2 3, and then this is also I will move it 1 2 3 in the side view. So I again have this kind of structure of my first part of the automatic bottom. Now I could copy it, and the same without reflection make a copy for my back side of the view. And now I need to create the uh, side top valvers or bottom valvers. For that, I again will choose the rectangle, which is exactly size by the height of my first rectangle, like a half of our side view, and then move it this into in my side view of the package. Make exactly size which I need, and then I need my line which has helped me exactly to make a 45 degrees, so I could just make it bigger and use direct selection tool to provide exactly of the sides how we'll use it. And one more thing, this one I 1 2 3 just to make exactly shape which is help me to create a good shape of the elements. You could of course add some joints if you would like, just to make an easy way to fold it this line. So again I could make exactly into joint 1 2 3 1 2 3. So now I have this kind of shape of my side view valve, and then again I select it and copy it, and without reflection connect to this the another side of my package. So now I have the second structure. Of course, probably you will never meet that package which is used two different type of the bottom in one package. I mean that this is the most common bottoms from the package from the industry. And of course, for the top view, you could choose any structure of your cap or any another structure. Usually, it's usually the cap with locker, or it could be a glued cover, or it could be any another type of the package. And on the internet, you could find a lot of different examples how you could make an interesting shape of your package with Jera hanger or without Jera hanger. So this is up to you what you would like to use. So this is what I would like to share with you now, and in the next video we will try to provide the technological layers for these packages. What kind of technological layers we could use. This is of course not exactly the strictly rules, it's just recommendations which probably could be met in the most of the typography agency. Thank you very much and see you on our next video.